guys, my name's Sophie and today I'm with my friends Sully, Mickey, Penguin, R2D2 and this is also my friend Ringo. Welcome to your very own Bounce and Jump Kids TV. Do you know what I think, Ringo? I think we should do a warm-up. Right everybody, now we're up on our feet, let's shake out our hands, shake out our feet, do some head twizzles, turn around, touch your nose with your left hand, your right hand, reach up to the sky, stretch out as wide as you can, now crawl up as much as you can. Oh, that's a great warm-up, well done boys and girls. Wow, that was such a good warm-up. So Ringo, I was wondering, what are your favourite things to do? Do you want to tell me? Oh, you love building sandcastles. Do you love building sandcastles, kids? What's another thing you like to do, Ringo? Oh, you love playing with building blocks. Well, do you know what? I know someone from the Bible who loves playing with building blocks too. So let's meet him. His name's Nehemiah. Let's hear a story about him.
Hey boys and girls, my name is Sonia and it's so great to be with you this morning, all the boys and girls from Bounce and Jump at church. Why don't you tell me your name this morning? Hello, give me a wave. It's so great to be with you this morning. Now today we're going to be learning about a man from the Bible. He was in the Old Testament, which is the part of the Bible before Jesus was born. His name begins with the letter N. Can you have a think? Noah? No, it wasn't Noah. Why don't I give you some clues who we're going to be learning about over the next few weeks? This man, whose name begins with N, he was a cupbearer for the king, which means he brought the king his drinks. Delicious. He was also someone who got into some building. So he might have had to wear a hard hat, or he might have had to wear one of these. Whoop, it's a bit windy today. Can you think who he is? I'll tell you, shall I? His name is Nehemiah. That's quite a hard name to say, isn't it? Would you like to say it with me? Nehemiah. Nehemiah. Well done, boys and girls at home. I'm going to read a little bit to you about Nehemiah. You see, God's people, the Israelites, hadn't been doing what God had asked them to do. And they'd had to travel to a different land. And one day, while working in the palace as the king's cupbearer, Nehemiah received a letter telling him an update about God's people. The letter said, "Things are not going well for those who've returned to Judah. They're in great trouble and disgrace. The wall of Jerusalem has been torn down and the gates have been destroyed by fire." I wonder how Nehemiah thought and felt when he received that letter. Have you ever received bad news or sad news or not very good news? Maybe you've wanted to have a play date with a friend and it's had to be cancelled. Maybe someone you love very much has been poorly. We've all had bad, sad, not very good news at times, haven't we? I wonder what you do when you get that bad news. If it makes you feel a bit sad, do you have a cry? Do you give your mummy or daddy or your grown-up a cuddle? Do you play with your favourite toys to cheer yourself up? Well, let's listen to what Nehemiah did, shall we? When he heard this news, he sat down and he wept, which means he cried. In fact, for days he cried. He fasted and he prayed to God. That, boys and girls, is what I would love you to remember from today. Nehemiah, when he got some sad news, yes, he was sad. He didn't try to pretend he wasn't sad. But what did he do? He went and prayed to God. He talked to God. He told him how he felt. And boys and girls, for me and for you, when we feel sad, when we feel tired, when we've had bad news, when we feel happy or excited, however we feel, we can always talk to God about it. So what about the walls, boys and girls? We know that Nehemiah prayed to God. That's the first thing he did. And there's lots more to the story of Nehemiah and how he helped the people rebuild these walls. We'll learn a little bit more about that next week.
So today we learned that Nehemiah was sad because he got some bad news. But why don't you try to make our happy sad spinners? And if you prefer messy play, why don't you get some shaving foam and write some smiley faces or some sad faces in it. But don't forget, we can always talk to Jesus if we're feeling like a happy smiley face or a sad face. Remember to remind your grown-ups to check the Facebook group because we're going to put some awesome worship songs for you bounce and jump kids on there. But that's all from me. Bye guys!